You're listening to Opie and Anthony. On the Virus, Sirius XM.
All right, why don't we get back to the audio of Brittany and Kevin and Chaotic Anthony? I guess that's where we were.
Dude, this stuff is like really embarrassing, this Brittany stuff. It's like revealing and stuff. Like, I didn't want to know all this about her.
So much we're learning
It's
about
hard to handle.
You can't handle it.
Well, there was this guy that I'd met in the States, and I couldn't get him out of my head.
While I was living with my best friend from back home, we usually always hit this Monday night place, you know, Joseph's.
I was in LA, and I went out one night. I had my groove on that night, and I thought I looked kind of hot.
You know, it was just a regular night, you know, just like any other night that you go out and didn't expect anything. Brittany was there.
I saw Kevin there. I just knew.
And a couple of her dancers introduced us. That was it.
He was very mysterious. He just seemed not fazed by anything, and just his whole vibe was really sexy. I like that.
She wound up dancing with me that night for a couple of minutes, maybe seconds, maybe. That's how it started. We just started talking to each other and getting to know each other from that point, and I don't know. Magic happened.
Magic happened. We was getting busy.
Imagine you're just some dope at one of these clubs and you're like kind of hanging near the dance floor. I'm gonna take the other way with this one instead of the obvious jokes. You're there with your dopey friends from Long Island or Jersey, or in one of these hot nightclubs in New York, even though this was somewhere else. And you're on the edge of the dance floor with your Budweisers, and you're just hanging, checking out the hot chicks dancing. And then all of a sudden, Brittany comes up to you and goes, "Hey, you want to dance?"
Hey,
what the fuck would you do?
She asked him. Is that what?
Yeah,
was going on there?
Yeah,
and then he come. Oh, Jesus Christ, give me a break.
Even though he wound up marrying her and getting her knocked up, how satisfying would it have been if she came up and said, "You want to dance?" and he didn't look at her, just went, "Nope."
No. Oh, I must be gay. Yeah, look at that bodyguard. That's Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah, we've seen him.
We've
seen him. That guy is a scary beast,
Yo,
man.
but Brittany, man, she came up to me and stuff, and Brittany even said, "I was having my groove on.
Oh.
Why don't y'all both stop trying to assimilate into a culture that rejects you? You understand, dummy? Hip-hop culture don't like either one of y'all.
They will create a mongrel race.
And both races will be destroyed. We'll create a mongrel race."
This is coming from Jimmy, who went down that hip-hop road
I
for
know.
a little bit.
You were that guy.
Dude, I had fat laces. But I was 17.
Yeah.
Hip hop was brand. It was, I mean, obviously Sugar Hill Gang, whatever, Grandmaster Melly, all that crap.
Oh,
but this was when it was new.
Were you like, "Hey, cuz"?
Yeah.
Oh, you talk like that? Oh, is there any record of this whatsoever in tape or video?
No, not to my knowledge. Video cameras in 83 were around, but everyone didn't have one. Every 5 seconds.
I would love to see you going.
imagine?
Yeah, just chilling.
Oh, dude, it was.
It's
the one of the only things in my life I look back on, I kind of cringe.
Yeah,
I'll tell hooker stories, the tranny story, but it just this one is like.
Oh, yeah. What up? What up?
Oh, dude, there's some embarrassing fat laces, Kango hats. Ew. And I remember one time me and my friend were in New Brunswick, me and my friend Eddie, two white homeboys, and some black guys were going to beat us up. So I had to stay in the shoe store and call my dad to come pick us up.
Wow, tough guy.
Oh, yo, man, you got to pick us up, Pops.
Yo, Pops. Yeah, I'm chilling. No, you got to come pick us up. Bring the hoopty.
You ever do the slow fade with your hair or anything?
No, my hair was always torture, so I kind of like the whole hat culture because I can hide it. Hey, did I ever tell you before the time where I was the little white hip hopper?
Oh, no.
When I was drunk and I was going to buy drugs in the projects with my friends, Sohail. We were just gonna walk and hang out in the projects from North Brunswick.
Good idea.
And I brought a big butcher knife with me, just in case.
Just in case you're gonna have a knife fight with black people.
Dude, a big butcher knife.
They don't bother with knife fights, you idiot.
Knife fight.
Me and stupid my Indian friend Sohail are walking. It was just the two of us, and we walked by this one block, and there's like 30 black kids down the street with sticks. And they just started, we could just kind of feel the moment where they began chasing us.
Oh, no.
And so, I pulled my knife out, and then they pulled out, these big bamboo sticks. It really was like something out of Gilligan's Island. And we turn around and run back towards North Brunswick. And I think I got whacked in the back with a stick.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Sohail yelled, "Leave him alone!" And I remember I picked up a rock, and I threw it through a gas station window. I figured that would set off an alarm, and the police would come.
Nothing, right?
No, I just kept running.
Is that really true?
Oh, completely
You're
true.
running.
Sounds like a.
What are you? What were you trying to do
I was
back
drunk.
then?
I thought I'd be cool.
What were you trying? No, you wanted to be ghetto.
I wanted to
So
get-
you figured how to, like, you were gonna strike up a relationship with these people?
Yeah, I figured that I would be friends and bring them around, and people would respect me.
Right.
You know, you want some respect.
Yo, man, yeah, I'm with the real deal, brah. Yeah, and they just wanted to kill you.
Oh, smack my fat glasses-wearing white face.
Leave him alone. Oh, how embarrassing. You'd never want to hear that.
That's
Hey, you.
I was so drunk. What a fool.
Take your goddamn hands off him.
You know, we didn't want to bore you guys with very long clips from the show. We try to get the highlights. This is an hour show, and we have, over a dozen clips here,
What?
less than a minute long.
Go back.
What happened?
Never, ever, ever change off that commercial.
Oh, yeah.
The bikini commercial.
Yeah, I like that. I like the one in the red shorts.
I don't even know what it's for. What is this for?
Old Navy.
Old Navy?
Fucking Jimmy.
It's the girls in the bikini for Old Navy.
Yeah.
And you must never change that commercial
Ever,
off when it's
ever,
on.
ever.
Yo, leave that on, dog.
All right.
Yo, man, I like that, Jim.
Yo, I don't never do that.
Yo, Jim.
None of y'all.
Let's go to the hood and get beat up.
Yo, they chased
Leave
us.
him alone.
Leave him
I picture him
alone.
screaming like Pat Benatar screamed in her video. Leave me alone.
Is that another video where the father was abusive?
Of course.
They had a million of those in the 80s.
Did I tell you about the time that I was wearing my hip-hop hat and the big black kids took it off my head?
Oh.
It was awful. I was in like the lunchroom, and I was wearing like my Kango.
Yeah.
And this big kid, Orlando, he was a big kid, and he just snatched it off my head, and I snatched it back.
Ooh.
Because I was so afraid.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you want to fight me?" And he stood in
No.
my face, and I was like, "Hey, man, if you want to see my hat, just ask."
Oh, I can't even look at him. I can't even look at
If
him.
you want to see my hat, just ask.
That's right.
Okay. If you want to steal it, just steal it.
That's how a gangster handles things.
When I went to school in Central Islip, which here on Long Island, not a very nice neighborhood, there was this black kid, and he would shake us down on a daily basis. Shake us down. Yo, man, give me 50 cents. And you'd have to give him money, because if you didn't, he would beat you and take your money. And there was nothing you could do about it. Really wasn't. The teachers were afraid of this guy. He had a beard. It was elementary school, and he was so much older than everybody else. Big deep voice. Yo, man, give me 50 cents. Okay. Please don't kill me.
You want to
Just
see my
shake
hat?
down.
Just ask.
Just ask.
They got rid of one of the.
You showed him.
I sure did. Mind your P's and Q's, mister.
Speaking of which, Anthony, here in New York City, they got rid of one of the tolls recently.
Oh?
Did you hear what was going on? You know these sidewalk overpasses that go over these very, very busy roads?
Yeah.
I guess there was a school on one side of the highway, and all the kids had to go over the overpass to the
Right.
school from their neighborhoods. There was a black guy that hung out there and made the kids pay a toll.
Pay a toll? Brilliant. He's a go-getter.
And they were finally onto this guy and, squashed that. But for a very long time, people, they had to give up their, lunch money to this guy or they couldn't get to the other side of the highway or whatever to go to school. Let's go to Richard. Hey, Richard.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Richard?
All right, how y'all guys doing?
Pretty good.
All right, hey, I was just wondering, man, y'all do a lot of racial shit about the brothers, and here come down, y'all telling these stories how the brothers was fucking with y'all. I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
What do you mean? Like early in our lives, we were being...
Yeah, he said, Opie said, Anthony saying that the boys shaking him down for money, and Jimmy somehow he's fucking with him. Just wondering, that ties back into it, and, kind of brought a little animosity toward the brothers. Or something,
Unfortunately, I don't really recall having any pleasant experiences growing up in black neighborhoods, like Central Islip. I don't remember having any real good friendships with any black people. I don't know, it was like, it was the early 70s. I was a little kid and never anything good. I remember one time we took a dead bird and pulled all the feathers off of it and stuck it in the baseball glove of one of the black kids that were in the neighborhood. That was funny. He went to put the glove on, and then he pulls out dead red meat bird and goes, "My glove has meat in it, red meat." And we laughed. That was about it. That was the only fun we ever had.
I had some very positive experiences with
You
black
did?
people. I really did. Yeah,
Getting sticks and rocks thrown at you, and
that was one. That would
hats
probably
stolen.
that would go under the debit side. But I did have some. Yeah. My best friend was black. So I mean,
yeah.
It was. The family was great to me. Everybody treated me very well.
I had a really good friend that was black and the relationship ended horribly. So.
Oh, Smitty Dunbar. Smitty Dunbar used to give me gum in school in Central Islip.
If that is not the answer for all the racial problems,
that is pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. And I'm just a scared little white kid. It was I was just getting harassed. I invented getting harassed in black school.
But if Malcolm X could have heard the story of you and
Smitty Dunbar when he handed me over that piece of gum. And
oh my God,
that was great.
They're photoshopping Jimmy and
I say his house will explode.
Look at their
hip hop Jimmy.
Yeah, they're photoshopping Jimmy
good.
in hip hop gear again. Go to whackbag.com. Go to
Jimmy
Photoshop.
just like that.
There you go.
The Virus. Sirius XM.